just as I walked through the door, I was scanning everybody's faces and trying to work out how old everybody was, and I knew that Steve was going to introduce this as Rorys Story. And some of you might now be thinking that it's about Animal Magic, which was a TV show back in the 70s, if anybody can remember that, with Rory the lion, and everybody used to say, Rory, Rory, tell us the story. Does anybody remember that? Remember that TV show? Right, there's a few, okay. It's not about that, okay. It's about somebody, though, that you might all recognise. Okay, so it's about a chap called Rory. Once upon a time, that's always a good way to start a story, isn't it? Once upon a time, there was a lad went by the name of Rory. Now, he was a fun guy, he was friendly, he was outgoing, he was confident, and many people might describe him as being a Jack the Lad or a cocky loudmouth. Okay? Well, at the age of 47, Rory had spent over half his life working in tech firms, always in sales or sales leadership. And over that 20-year period, Rory spent much of his time, pretty much all of his time, communicating to people. It could well be an individual, a customer, an individual in a one-to-one appraisal, it might be running a management team meeting, or it might be speaking to an audience like this, anywhere from 5 to 500 people. If there was a PowerPoint, it's gone now, that would make it an awful lot easier because everybody would be focusing on the PowerPoint rather than on Rory and listening to his words. Everybody said that Rory was all right at this, and he was. He'd spent half of his life doing it, and he should be. And when you also bear in mind that he was a cocky loudmouth, he would always get away with it. What people didn't realise, though, was that whenever Rory had to speak in front of an audience, anywhere more than 10 people, or if it were his peers, he would be terrified, totally terrified. Given the opportunity to speak in front of an audience, rather than walking towards it, all he wanted to do was to throw up, genuinely throw up, which I know is not a nice thing to think about, but that's what he wanted to do. He would always run away from the opportunity. And sometimes think about the impact that that had on his career and on those around him, particularly his family. Maybe he wasn't taking opportunities that he could have. Some time ago, Rory's wife joined a speaking club, a secret speaking club, and we're all going to know what that speaking club is. It's Toastmasters. And over the years that she used to turn up to these bi-weekly, fortnightly meetings, she'd go home and she'd talk about the great speeches that she'd watched and listened and the feedback that she'd got from her speeches. And Rory saw her grow as an individual. She became confident, her composure grew, she grew in stature. And he'd ask her why this was, and she'd talk about the fact that it was the feedback that she got and the mentoring and the support in a positive environment. She'd sometimes suggest to Rory that he might want to come because he often had to speak in front of people. And he'd always say, well, I don't need to, because I've been on tons of presenting courses over the year, why would I need to? And he was a cocky loudmouth after all. He never even admitted to his wife the terror that he felt. About 6 months ago, Rory had to run a sales meeting for 10 equally cocky people. The event was all about presenting compelling propositions, being able to articulate their proposition to their customers so that their customers understood how that business could help them. Bearing in mind the theme of the day, and it was a 2-day event, Rory needed to arrange an evening session, something for them all to do. His first thoughts were go-karting or a comedy night or a night in the pub, basically drinking or something competitive. But he was struggling to think of something, and then his wife suggested, well, why don't we get a couple of my friends, Caroline Valhouse and Steve Birch, to come and run an impromptu speaking competition. And everybody can have a go at something that we call table topics. So Steve and Caroline came along and did that, just that, with his wife alone. Wow, was it tough. 10 cocky loudmouths, all having to stand here in front of their peers, talking about something that they'd only been given seconds before. It was tough. asked Rory, he would tell you that he could hear his breathing louder than his words. And he's a loudmouth, remember, he's not a quiet chap. The feedback from the session was, wow, that was incredible. That was probably one of the best sales activities we've ever done. I mean, boy was it tough, but it was so fulfilling. It was tough, but the feedback that we got from Caroline and Elaine meant that straight away we knew what we were good at. We got feedback. Yeah, I didn't know I was good at that. And we also knew what we could do better next time. We got tons from it. It was a really good session. What did Rory learn from doing this? Well, he learned that Toastmasters isn't a dull book review club, which is what he first thought that it was. He found out that it's actually about helping you to become the best version of yourself that you can be, and about helping you walk towards opportunities when they present themselves. And maybe not just run towards them when they present themselves, but go out looking for them and take more opportunities than maybe you might have previously. Well, if you haven't guessed already, there is no Rory, Rorys Stewart, and that's me. And that's why I'm here today, taking an opportunity to come and speak to you all, which I probably wouldn't have 6 months ago, to do exactly what Caroline and Steve and Elaine did, giving up their free time to spread the word so that others can confidently spread theirs. And I'll close on something that Steve might talk about. It's not just about you being the best version of yourself that you can be. It's about bringing others with you, and I can tell you that half of my sales team have now joined Toastmasters all around the country. They might be in some of your clubs. So that's why I'm here today. Thank you.